Hi everyone, my name is Alexa, and something that I studied and specialized in and I'm really passionate about is ecology. So I thought today I would tell you a little bit about invasive species. So an invasive species is an organism that is introduced into a new environment that potentially negatively alters that new environment. So there are a couple ways that an organism can be introduced into a new environment. One of the main ways that we see this happen is through unnatural transport, such as by human transport. So, for example, if a rat is stuck in the bottom part of a ship and that ship sails across the ocean to a new continent, that rat can then escape the ship and be on that new continent, even though it didn't evolve there. It's not naturally from there and it doesn't naturally occur there. So these species can often have negative effects on their new environments because they don't have any natural predators. So because they didn't evolve naturally in that region and they didn't co-evolve with the other organisms in that habitat, they often, when they're introduced into this new habitat, can just reproduce and there's no control on the population. So an example of this in the area where I live in Pennsylvania is the spotted lanternfly. So I believe the spotted lanternfly was first noticed in this area in 2014. And the reason it is such a problem is because it feeds on a lot of the crop plants that a lot of the farmers in Pennsylvania produce. And because, like I said, it's an invasive species, it doesn't have any natural predators. So there are no other organisms, there's no other animals, there's nothing else that is a hazard to this species that is causing any of the individuals to die. So there's no control on the population. So these spotted lanternflies can just grow and reproduce over and over again, and there's nothing naturally holding that population back from just exploding. So when they are able to just feed freely on all the crops and there's no control on the population, that can really damage a lot of the farmers' livelihoods and the local economy. So I think that invasive species are a really cool example of ecology in just looking at the ways that organisms can interact with each other and interact with the environment in a lot of different ways.